What is up, Raidernation? It's your boy Samori back at it again with another pre-game preview. And on this Super Card Wild Weekend, on this wild card, damn, that's how you know we ain't used to being in the playoffs. I can't even pronounce this shit right. We got the Las Vegas Raiders heading to Cincinnati to face the Cincinnati Bengals. I don't care if they have Joe Burrow or Jamar Chase. We finna chase their ass all the way out of the playoffs because you know the Raiders are finna move on to the next round. Now, the playoffs is gonna be huge for this team. This is the first time that the Raiders has been in the playoff since 2016. And I mean, this is going to be the debut for our quarterback, Derek Carr, in the playoffs. So I'm excited to see what my boy can go out there and do. And hopefully, my boy can lead us to the promised land. I don't care if we win by 98, by 25, heck, by 1 point. At the end of the day, just win, baby. Is that too much to ask for? But before we get started with this video, Raider Nation, a word from our sponsor. This video is sponsored by the GOAT Charles Woodson and Woodson Whiskey. Be sure to grab yourself a bottle before the big game this weekend. And if you're sitting at home wondering to yourself where I can cop me some of that good Woodson Whiskey, well, don't worry because the O's got you. Head over to woodsonwhiskey.com to find a store near you or order it online and have it shipped to your door. But I ain't done because me and the GOAT Charles Woodson and Woodson Whiskey will be doing a huge giveaway all week this week for my subscribers out there for absolutely free.
My neck and my back.
Now you might be wondering what we're going to be giving away. Well, you're just in luck because we're going to be giving away a bunch of Woodson Whiskey caps just like this one and just like the one I'm rocking on my head. All you got to do is follow these 3 simple steps. Number 1, be subscribed to my channel. Obviously, I'm going to be checking that. Number 2, leave a comment down below. And number 3, follow Woodson Whiskey on Instagram. And the GOAT C Wood will pick not just one winner, but many winners from the comments below. So if you're trying to get a free hat from the GOAT, then all you got to do is follow these 3 simple steps. Woodson Bourbon Whiskey. If it isn't your game day whiskey, it is now.
And you tell them one thing, just win, baby.
Nation, we finally punched our ticket into the playoffs for the very first time since 2016. Our Las Vegas Raiders are heading to the Queen City to face the Cincinnati Bengals in the first round of the Super Wildcard Weekend. Both teams have not had a win in the playoffs in quite some time. For the Raiders, it's been 19 years and 31 years for the Bengals, but that is bound to change tomorrow. Derek Carr and company are on a 4-game hot streak after beating the likes of the Browns, Broncos, Colts, and Chargers. Coming in as the underdogs, you can never count out the silver and black. The Bengals, on the other hand, have won the last 3 of 4 games of the season. Joe Burrow has also been on fire, and in his last 2 games of the season, he tallied over 400 plus yards passing in each of those games and a total of 8 touchdowns. Most of that can be in due part because of his standout rookie wide receiver, Jamar Chase, who recently broke the rookie record for the most receiving yards with 1,455. These 2 teams did meet earlier in the season with the Bengals taking a 32-13 win. But the score does not tell the whole story because the Raiders were in it, just down 13-6 heading into the 4th quarter. Running back Joe Mixon took over that game with 30 carries, 123 yards, and 2 touchdowns. The Raiders will have to find a way to stop him alongside of Joe Burrow and his top 3 receiving weapons in Chase, Higgins, and Boyd. It won't be easy, but that doesn't mean that it's impossible. With Carr not having his biggest games to end the season, I expect him to bounce back in a big way in his playoff debut. Josh Jacobs, on the other hand, has stepped up to take the load off of our quarterback with over 125 plus yards rushing in the last 2 games. And the craziest thing about it is Josh Jacobs has been playing with injuries. With that said, Jacobs will definitely need to replicate those performances, and the defense will have to stop the red-hot Bengals offense to have any chance to win this game. Even in the playoffs, the model stays the same. Just win, baby.
I got the keys now.
Now for your 3 keys to the game. The first one being stopping the run. The main reason why we lost that first matchup against the Bengals is because this defense had no answer for running back Joe Mixon. He was able to rush for 123 yards and 2 touchdowns. Since then, the Raiders defense has done a solid job against the run, only allowing 1 100-yard rusher. And that guy being the #1 running back in the NFL, Jonathan Taylor, with 108 yards. But you look back at it in that span, we faced a lot of good running backs from Javonte Williams to Nick Chubb, Austin Eckler, Antonio Gibson, and Ezekiel Ezekiel Elliott. Last week we lost a huge piece on this defensive line in Darius Philon, so you guys already know the motto, next man up. Whether it's Cleveland Farrell, Jonathan Hankins, Quentin Jefferson, or Solomon Thomas, they need to do their jobs on Saturday to stop the run. We cannot let Joe Mixon go out there and do whatever he wants on the field, because if he does, then it's gonna be a long day for this team. Key number 2 is apply pressure. This is gonna be a huge key for us in this game. Joe Burrow has been able to light it up against most teams in the NFL, and we don't want him to go off against us. But the good thing for us is the Bengals' weakness on the offensive side of the ball is their offensive line. Joe Burrow has been sacked the most in the NFL, 51 times. And for the Raiders, we got the best edge rusher that can put that pressure on them with Mad Max Crosby, who leads the league in QB pressures with 82. And you pair that up with his compadre on the other end and Yannick Ngakoue, then that's a recipe for success. So if we're able to get under Joe Burrow's skin and throw him off, then we could possibly be leaving Cincinnati on to the next round of the playoffs. Key number 3 is solidifying the run game. Josh Jacobs came up big in Week 18's matchup versus the Chargers with 132 yards on the ground and a touchdown. In this cold weather game against the Bengals, we're going to need him to keep that same energy and help this offense move down the field. Even with his bruised ribs, he was able to put this team on his back and carry us to victory. But he's not the only back that we should rely on. Jalen Richard proved that he could make plays, whether it's rushing for a first down on 3rd and 20 to being a solid pass blocker for Derek Carr. If we're able to solidify that run game early, then I could definitely see this team taking that W in tomorrow's game.
Knock on wood if you have that message, please. And we're here to help you.
Now for your 3 players to watch in this game, number 1 being tight end, Darren Waller. Waller finally returned to the field last week after being out for a while. He had a quiet game with only 2 receptions for 22 yards, but that can come in due part because he wasn't fully 100%. This week, he will have a favorable matchup against a Bengals team that struggles to stop the tight end. Good thing for the Raiders, they have one of the best tight ends in the NFL with Darren Waller. In our last matchup, Waller balled out, having one of his best games of the season with 7 receptions for 116 yards, averaging 16.5 yards per catch. Carr has been having to rely on the likes of Zay Jones and Hunter Renfrow for the last portion of the season, but having his true number 1 receiver in Darren Waller back will be huge. I do expect Waller to return to normal in this game and have over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown. Player number 2 to watch in this game is the Condor, Mad Max Crosby. Crosby is having a Pro Bowl caliber season this year. Though he may not have the sack numbers, he has been able to apply pressure to the quarterback more than anyone else in the NFL. Even though Joe Burrow has been able to light up most of the NFL through the air, the Bengals have struggled to protect him. And that's where Crosby comes in. He put together a big game last week against the Chargers and was named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week with 7 total tackles, 2 sacks, and 11 quarterback pressures. We're going to need Mad Max Crosby to go out there to Cincinnati and show out and set the tone for the rest of the players on the defensive side of the ball. And last but not least, the 3rd player to watch in this game is our quarterback, Derek Carr. Carr has finally overcame all the odds and made it to the playoffs. This is his 2nd time in his 8-year career, but as you already know, he wasn't able to play in the first time around due to an injury. Now he has a chance to cement his legacy as the leader of the Silver and Black and try to take this team to the Super Bowl. But it all starts this weekend in Cincinnati. I was hoping that he would have a huge game versus the Chargers last week, but that didn't happen, only having 186 yards passing and 2 touchdowns. Then again, the stats don't matter as long as you're winning, and the Raiders as of late have been winning, and Derek Carr has been able to make the right plays at the right time to help us win. And tomorrow against the Bengals, that's all I'm looking for, is for Derek Carr to go out there and put us in position to win the game and move on to the next round of the playoffs. With that being said, Raider Nation, who are you looking forward to watching in this game? Are you guys excited about this game? Let me know your guys' game score prediction down in the comments below. Alright, Raider Nation, that is all I have for you guys today on this video. If you guys enjoyed it, don't forget to hit that like button. It does a lot for this channel. And if this is the first time you come across my channel and you love the Las Vegas Raiders, then hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon button just to notify you guys when I upload more videos just like this. Until the next video, this is your boy Samoa Raider, and your boy is yeah.
And you tell them one thing. Just win, baby.